but it's not unplayable for Mars, so there is play here for young PH. Wind Ranger Pugna lane sounds pretty garbage. Not gonna lie. That, I guess decrep into power shot is pretty nice. I don't think you can stop a Sven though. So Akashi should just farm. It's all this is definitely a little bit more execution heavy for both sides. So there is a lot more you're gonna have to do here for either one. We'll find out. As we will go into game number 3 here. It'll be a rather interesting game. Get into it nicely.
My Allah compares me.
Fortune and glory await!
Get into it. Again, Talon's draft looks pretty well stitched together. I really don't like Wind Ranger here for Ha. There's a lot of pressure on young PH to do all the work here in terms of setting up these team fights, find these openings down the line in the big 5v5s.
You feeling fresh?
So it's going to be a little bit tougher for them to play. Young PH is learning all the wrong words, obviously.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
See how it goes. Talon still has the smoke, looking for the aggressive flank. There is vision there dropped by the side of YG. Talon's not been able to jump across, just take the outpost, the Watcher, and go back. These forward wards from YG should still allow them some play though. I mean, that's a good ward to drop. Should end up being 2 for 2. Although, try to be sneaky on Ha. See if he will be sneaky. Oh, Ponyo might not be able to get that safe room, so it could be a 3 for 1 start here. Looks like it should be. No, it's still a 2 for 2. Alright. Not too much excitement there, Ponyo. Not too much extra attack damage to plonk onto Ha. We'll get a couple of hits nonetheless, which is nice. We'll take a look at this top lane first. Ha on the off lane, Wind Ranger along with Zarain on the Pugna. Again, this lane is very awkward. You can play with Power Shot into Decrep, and that is one way to play. And Decrep onto Sven is annoying for Akashi. I don't know about this overall. You have to be very execute heavy on YG to play this lane. Whereas for Talon, it's a lot more... But Akashi can just keep clearing out the waves. With a greater cleave once he has that, Ponyo can just be annoying in backline on this squishy Pugna. And nothing to really stop him. Zarain did opt for level 1 Nether Blast. Look at this, Ponyo does not care. Got them both down to half HP. Sure, Ponyo's going to cop a lot of damage in exchange. But he knows it's a Wind Run level 1. He's got a salve ready to go. He's going to be healing up. Ponyo's more than happy with that. This is what you hope for on Elder Titan. Fully topped up, coming back in, looking to waste resources. Plus 49 damage, basically a double damage. And just zone him out, give Akashi this space he needs for the first few levels. He's having a decent time in Sven, not exactly a 3-farm lane. Ha's doing a great job for the space given from Zarain. But Ponyo just is putting in so much work. Going for the next set of tangos to just sustain through. Has the stick up. See how the other lanes are going though. Down mid you have Chuen on that Lesh once more, up against young PH on the Mars. This is a lot easier for Chuen, of course. A little bit tougher for young PH to play. But not unplayable. You can always play with God's Reap and the Spear back. Clear out the waves. So you're not completely out of farm here. It is harder to sustain from harassment for Chuen. Wondering how well they can contest these runes on YG down the line. It's going to be a big factor. Down bot, getting a little bit aggressive onto Jokam. They do have a lot of output here with Kish. OBS can only do so much to hold them back. Jokam does have the Hex up now at the very least, but still dropping to this Weaver. And Jokam actually manages to survive somehow. No mana left, but not gonna die.
Courier has been
So no
killed.
first blood yet.
Anything good on it?
Yeah, this bot lane's probably the best lane for the side of YG. You've got a lot of output on Weaver. You've got a lot of good damage coming out with the Geminate.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And you can't do as much here for Jokam. Right, like, he's gonna have to expend a lot of money as well to keep these sentries going, to punish Kish. This is where YG has the most play in the laning phase. See how much they can pull out of this one. Kish having a relatively decent time, not amazing, mind you. WS is still having a little bit more, but not being slowed down too badly.
My Allah compares
Like
me.
this movement out from PH, shove out the wave, grab the bounty. Manages to steal that away for himself as well. Chuan can't really do much to stop that. Down bot, you are dropping low again on Jokam. Again, not quite enough to kill him off. Has his own stick, so can survive through a little bit better. And WS still allowed to just burn through. Like, this Cinder Brew level 2 is a lot of output. You have to respect that on Kish. Jokam. No early boots on Lun, I think, is holding back this clock. That's the main reason they're not able to be as aggressive. They can't really gap close as comfortably. Even with the 20 MS the Clockwork has on top, it's still not fast enough, you know, to take care of the line.
Money changes hands.
So that is the inherent challenge right now. MPH doing a great job to equalize the mid lane. Already have the Urn up and running on WS at the very least. So you do have that. Top lane. It is slower for farm for Ha, but they are applying some decent pressure onto Akashi, although he's just playing with stacks. It's got greater cleave level 2. You can these early stacks quite nice. Does need maybe a little bit more regen on hand, but no one can really sneak behind and punish. And Ponyo's free to soak up his own XP. They will eventually find Jokam down bot, so they will find that punish. Something that they've been looking for a while here on the side of YG, finally getting that play on their more aggressive bot lane. And that is a pretty big boon. Chuen just gets shoved away. Does go for the 0-3-2 once more, so you can apply pressure on get a that, and he will. Nice easy bot refill. Quite happy there.
All's fair.
Still staying around mid and chose to play. No vision to spot out the line. 6-man is coming up. That is something they'll gun for. Signs. Lun chasing out a little. Does have brown boots, so it is easier to catch out Jokam. No need to really leave top either here for Ponyo. Gonna be a 50-50 in the runes then.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No direct control from either side. Who gets lucky? It's gonna be Chuen. Amplify damage rune as well. All you could probably get up for on that lush. So a nice easy shove in onto the mid is lined up for Jokam. Going for the D ward with might pay with his life. And it looks like he will. Oh, does manage to get the Earth Spike onto 2, but it's still set to fall. See? Yeah. Kish will find.
Your life's in tatters.
So 2-0 going the way of YG off an early start for that Weaver. Rotation onto mid. Trying to find Chuen, but really counterplay here because he doesn't have the split Earth. Doesn't really manage to shove in mid as hard as he'd want to as well. 400 HP off, which is nice, not significant. MPH does have Arena ready, so they can collapse onto this position quite nicely. Top lane has gotten a lot of room out as well for the recovery of Ha. Kashi is just opting to play inside with camps. And overall, very even start. A slight lead coming out for Chuen overall, but yeah, Kish is very, very closely behind. And Weaver's really the big question mark here, right? Is this Weaver feels like it hits so much harder now. Despite nerfs to the Maelstrom Mjolnir, Weaver got nicely buffed early on, so there's some good output. Almost feels necessary to get like the blink on Jokam this game. See if that's something he can find. It does go for the smoke play with WS. They're looking to collapse onto the mid. Lun looking to try to break that smoke. Akashi left alone up top to be run down by Ha. Big kill for YG to find. Talon still committing onto this mid. They want young PH. They do manage to get the Cinder Brew. They don't manage to burn it. And they still, no, they don't manage to burn it. And that's just gonna be mid siege. That movement for mid-tier 1 is nice, but not finding the kill does hold them back. And again, losing Akashi is pretty big. Akashi, some good forward vision here from YG to punish. Already getting the early movement out from Kush as well to clear out that top tier 1. So much better back and forth from YG. Talon losing couriers left, right, and center. Zalrain sniping quite nicely. Need more time here. We don't have that full Mask of Madness up on Akashi just yet. And that's really holding them back from the presence of the Sven. Meanwhile, for YGM, this has been a free game for Kish. This Weaver is going to be massive. Jokam and Ponyo have sacrificed a lot of EXP. Well, like line 6 feels pivotal here, just to look for these burst plays onto the Weaver while it's rather susceptible to that kind of play. At least you've got the split ready in WS, and he is still looking for an earn charge, which has been sitting at 0 since the pickup. See if they start to find something. Zalrain, spear back to save. Lun still being chased down by WS, does have battery assault to stall. And Talon not able to find anything. They're not able to find the pickups here just yet. Just good dodges coming out here from YG. Talon just don't have that control until you have maybe the blink up on Jokam, which again is a little bit of a pipe dream in this game. The entrapment on WS, not going to be able to pop that primal split either, and now here comes the rest of the army. Jokam set the fall. The decrep power shot is so much damage. Talon 5-0 right now, not in a good spot, not able to leverage push outside of mid, and still needs so much more time to soak. And Ponyo's trying to soak into the 6.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Look at these levels up. With Weaver plus Pugna, the siege does not take long here from the side of YG. WS does have that split ready, but and we've seen the effect of the clockwork there. Battery assault just ruins your attempt to try to split. Trying to give Chuen some room to farm as well. Going straight for the Kaya into the BKB. No Yules this time around here. Akashi has room to farm, and again, his kill still keeping up in net worth at least. Oh, he's number 2 overall with that lead that you have here for Kish is starting to grow. 500 gold ahead. Pretty nice spot to be in. Slug needs to be spotted out. Able to find Jokam. Just gets deleted by Young PH with about to do. They still have the arena ready as well. Can he actually kill off Lun in time? It looks like they might be able to. They will. 1 for 1 so far. Barely have enough left for WS to survive, but he will. They get the deny off as well. Talon's first kill onto a support block, not the best. Still trading away Jokam as well, but take what you can get. Zalrain. They've got the split earth ready now. No mana, but should have the damage here. They can keep up. Grenade does fly up. They don't manage to. They really are not finding anything. And YG are setting up in game 3 quite well. Like, this is not the kind of tempo that you tend to see from Talon. YG certainly making these picks work. Just so hard to pin down. Like, the team fight for Talon hinges on either a big Earth Spike or a big Echo Stomp. And Echo Stomp's very unreliable. Earth Spike is pretty reliable, but you don't have like gap closing here for Jokam just yet. Blink is a pipe dream for this Lion at this moment. It's gonna be hard to find any of that. Full Spirit Vessel up for WS is pretty nice.
Dire is scared for enemies.
See if they can leverage that on Talon's end. I think your big timing here is going to have to be Jokam, Blink, Chew, and BKB, along with maybe a WS or item or Blink. This is what you're going to be looking for on Talon. And to give Akashi off the space as well. Like this Sven needs Echo Saber Blink into BKB. Try to get that going. They are trying to smoke up on Talon, or at least just run down to Ha, but Windbridge is not going to stay too long.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
Good look for the push, but they're ready for the initiation here in YG. Although they are smoked onto bot, they will still steal away these stacks. With Young PH, massive win for YG again. Talon are just gonna have to hard commit onto this tier 1. Pop the God Strength, I'm sure that. Might be able to find Zarain. A nice small pickup for them to find. Not the biggest. Blink now up for Young PH off of clearing the stacks away. In exchange for fewer happy here. He does drop a little bit, but you managed to take away some of the economy of Talon. You've got all of this initiation in the world. Blink hook shot ready to go for Young PH and Lun. Pings out. They know Chu ends alone. This would be a massive kill, and it's not going to take them long to find it with the Blink. He's coming in though. Trying to save. Does not connect somehow. Not to blink in either. Where's the back? All of it shaky. Lun will TP away, but no. Storm is there. Young PH, everyone else being held. Axe Stomp is there, right in time. By that pesky Mars. Jokam will take it for the finger stack. 2 for nothing. And Talon were the ones to respond by 1. YG were not ready. Missing out on that hook shot from Lun cost them a lot on YG. And Talon, they get 2 kills, up to 6-4 now. Mid being siege though, and you've got Nether Blast. Nice steady siege like this doesn't take too long to be able to find that objective. Nice take there for YG. The Talon can kind of group up for the punishment. Not gonna be able to jump onto that Weaver, but are still in this general vicinity. Really strong timing from Kish though. And that full Maelstrom up is pretty massive. WS just runs into the middle. Does have the split and is going to be splitting up. So they will find Zarain. WS still trying to chase down this Weaver. Let's get the Tornado off, and the Stomp is there as well. They managed to get this rock toss, did they? They did. But no follow through. Down mid, spear back is not connected to Jokam. And here comes Akashi cleaning through Lun. Battery Salt to save the day. He's gonna be able to run away for now, but Chu went. Hands it over to Akashi. Spear back Arena does connect. But where's the follow through here? That's Arena down with no real gains for the side of YG and Talon. You'd be more than happy to just pull back and reset. Finger coming out in half a minute, still chasing onto Young PH. Got the Ignite off. You are melting on Jokam with a life drain, but not enough to kill him. He actually survives, goes away from the Maelstrom. They will find Chu Win. They will find Jokam. Paw still alive. Will be able to find the Invis Rune, but Spirit Vessel does connect. That's going to be one more coming out for WS now. Kish trying to chase. If he finds that kill into WS, that'd be a massive cleanup. That will go on to Ponyo. WS, don't give them the chance here. Walks back in. Hookshot does not connect again. So a 2 for 3 for YG, but I suppose that works out for Talon, all things considered. Managed to find some good punish. They do get punished hard themselves. But that is inching Chuen closer to his BKB, about 600 gold away. Trying to line up onto these timings now. 9-8, game has equalized by a fair bit. Talon going for the smoke up top.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, God Strength pop. PH would have been a bigger pickoff, so let's just go for Zalran. And they got the Hex on young PH. Spear back does connect, but doesn't hold them out too long. Blink and come off cooldown for Akashi. And we'll take the gate across Akashi. Blink? No, does not sense it. We'll go through the gate as well though. Young PH hanging back, looking for the arena opportunity. Lun already gone. And Akashi still comes in, still finds young PH. Arena's forced out, spearing out Chuen. And then lose young PH. 9 to 11. Talon in full force now. This game finds one more on Bob. Jokam just walking up, finds that. Trying to drain through WS. Too slippery. Stormhammer is in. Zalrain's not long for this world. Great brick spike from Jokam. Talon just cleaned them up one by one. 9 to 3 now. 9 to 13 now. 4K up. BKB for Chuen flying in now. Kashi, this courier did die, and I believe that's his BKB ready for this assembly play. And Biz back up. No split on WS, so staying around here could be trouble, but let's stick here. Hook shot does connect onto Chuen, but he's got the BKB. He's standing forward, and he should be able to find Lun. They've got the split as well. Oh, Chuen still dies. Blade Mail reflecting damage back is enough, and Spear to connect with the damage as well. And that's the fresh BKB chart of Chuen. So good punish for YG to find. Talon a little bit hasty without having Akashi around. And without the split of WS. A little bit keen. YG understanding their timing, knowing that Talon has longer to wait here. That's set up nice. This Blade Mail pickup on Lun is massive as well. Just allows so much to be reflected back on the Lesh. She does not like going for Eternal Shroud nowadays. Could be viable here though, to be fair. See if that's something Chuen will consider. Smoke out from Talon over these runes. See if the 20-minute rune is kind. It does not. It is amplified damage down bot. Looks like that should go the way of Chuen. He will walk his way down. And Talon could set up for another opportunity here. YG are still grouped up down mid. Maybe find a straggler on the side first. Zalrain did show for a moment, but it's a little bit speedy. Kashi just lacking a little bit more for BKB recipe, about 100 gold off, and then he's going to be ready to disassemble that Echo Saber now as well. Zalrain.
Radiant are scanning. How does that even work?
Fine. Kashi. I want to get this backline jump. There is a smoke on smoke now. Arena does connect onto Chuen. They trap the Lesh. There's the follow through. BKB still pops on. Amp damage is there, and Kish does manage to time lapse away. He's going to survive. 1-for-1 in the support so far. Buyback out from Lun. We'll try to clean up Zalrain. Should be able to find him. Get young PH pinned down as well. We'll be able to clean up Ponyo. Fish with his damage is crazy. They will find a way how in the end. But Kish still trying to run. Oh, that Gleipnir. He will punish Akashi WS now. Trying to get something going here. Does not get the crits he wants. To young PH. Lun up against WS. WS still playing like a madman. Lun still melting. Where are those crits? There it is. And should burn out. And WS does come out on top. Winner, the only winner of that fight is WS. And that's literally everyone. That's all. That's 5 heroes on YG if you want to count the dieback. Dieback out. WS sustaining through. Has the Radiance. A little bit unfortunate for Akashi. Really great Gleipnir turnaround there from Kish. But overall, Talon still Managed to find everything they want here. Haste rune up top, not spotted by either side just yet. Kakashi does have his BKB. It should be a little bit different in this next fight coming to it.
Radiant
Yes, but the Radiance is starting to be a massive problem up front. And Talon, they've still got a minor lead here, but can't count YG out. BKB coming out for Ha into what looks to be perhaps the diffusal into Disperser. Can be very impactful up against Chiwen on the Leshrac. Fish has his own BKB starting to form up. Young PH has his BKB. He's had it for what, that last fight. Didn't manage to pop it. Still has it. Fresh charge. Roshan is open though. Scouted by the flare. Talon will still make their way down. YG has the option to fight in. Again, they've got Arena, they've got Hookshot, they can be very disruptive in this. Talon will actually move back. Expecting that counterplay. They will smoke now on Talon's end. See what angle they managed to find here. YG being very cautious as well. Sense that fight will break out instead. They are constantly checking Roche.
Dire scanning for enemies.
Intercept near the river for either side. Over and on the other side of YG, they will instantly lose one. No hook shot. Zareen getting some forward wards instead. Earth Spike does not connect. Oh, the Hex does not connect either. Does Talon only get away with one? They aren't in Roshan, and I don't know if this boosts their confidence in the Roche either. God Shrimp is popped. I need to wait out a little bit longer. Talon for their part. Well, they've got the full Bloodstone up on Chuen. So he's a very happy boy. Lots of sustain now. For our Leshrac. And Roshan is still up, but probably need to wait for the next God Strength from Akashi, who is going for the Ags. For Yangon, Ha is going for Dragonlance first, so we're not going for Diffusal Disperser here, which I think behind the kites around is really nice too. Kish still going for that BKB, not quite there yet. And Roche is now north side, so Talon can try for it. Smoke out from YG though. Got the good flank, and the Vision Lund provides a lot of context clues. No smoke from Talon. He runs right up front, they've still got that Blink Arena here. Wait cautiously. See if they can flank. Got a ward watching from Talon. Instantly find Lund, Gotzer, and pop like Akashi. Take care of Lund ASAP. Let me find more. Chokam. It's gonna get run down with a focus fire. They will kill off Zareen. So we're hunting for more Ha. Ha hiding the tree. Oh yes, Stormhammer connects. And that should allow Talon to finally go into the Roche. 3 for 1. Roshan not gonna take too long with the damage they have here. Secondary light for Chuen would be nice. And they established themselves back with a 5k lead here on Talon's end. YG doing the smart thing, just cutting waves with the young PH, preventing any immediate push from kicking in. Kashi has to go back and do that as well as his team. Still one forward set of creeps though. So they're not going to be able to translate this into an objective off the back, but respawns are also fairly short. You do have that going for you here. Chuan is fine up front. Will manage to isolate WS, but Akashi just comes in. Will get the healing off. Hall is stuck in the middle. Don't manage to get the split off from WS. A massive streak going to Hall before he dies. He will pin down Chuan as well, but he has Aegis plus BKB. Akashi can kill off these Squisher heroes first. 2 for 2 so far. Buyback out. They want to follow through with this fight on YG. They managed to get the pin on Chuan. Doesn't manage to get the BKB off just yet. Still standing forward. Chuan taking his time on that BKB use. Will eventually pop it with the Bloodstone, and young PH not long for this world will fall. Kish still playing tag here. Blinking off, but the hammer flies in from Akashi. Superman comes in to save the day with the Yags up. So that's what, another dieback? Well, Zarine's not dead, but that is 5 for 2. 5 for 2, 5 for 3 here for the side of Talon.
Dire's bottom tower is under
5 for 2,
attack.
not including the Aegis. Talon should have that opening now to start the siege. And you are seeing the output of this Weaver skyrocket. This Weaver does a lot of damage up front. So does this Wind Ranger. We do let her to play her game. It's just the initiations from Young PH have not been the cleanest. Mind you, it's not the easiest game either to find that angle, but it's tough. He managed to get a nice control off onto Ha, and it's another kill. Coming here, Talon. Could lead into that siege, although Chuan is still a ways away from following through onto the tier 2 committal. Akashi will just get started with the God Strength popped.
Radiant called in the fortification.
Not too much to care about here for the Sven.
Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady.
Still shoving in mid as well. WS does get caught in the hook. They aren't able to really fall through. They might be able to find Cam. He is melting so fast. And he will kill him off, but Zarain goes with a dieback. Fish does get clipped by the stone. Will pin down Akashi at the least. They will tornado up Kish. But Earth does connect, and that's going to be a dead Weaver now on top of everything else. Arena does not help the cause here from Young PH. The stone throws are still coming from WS. Managed to pick up the bounties. The stone throws are there once more. Young PH forced the TP away. Does not make it. Chuan finds it. 18 to 32 Talon with the 14k lead. Setting themselves up now for the high ground. Should be able to start onto some of these tier 2s first. With a push they have. Not much to hold back Talon. And they've done a great job just splitting off. Cam just grabs his attention away for that moving forward earlier.
Radiant's top tower
And
is under
Talon now.
attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
And start going.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Found bot onto the tier 2 mid. Chuan, this is not going to take too long.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower had a run-in with the
And
Dire.
now they can go pressure high ground. No Aegis, but doesn't feel really necessary even, although they have to be a bit cautious. Octarine up for WS, flying out next. Means more uptime for all of the nuisances that the Remaster provides here. Where does YG go from here? Ag's trying to be formed up by Ha. BKB still yet to come out here for Kish. I think that SNY divergence did cost him. Like a BKB up front counteracts a lot of what Talon's doing. So, I don't know. There is value in the SNY for sure, but I'm not seeing that value really translate here just yet. You've got the Veil up for Chuan into Shivas. Next row still 2.5 minutes. Need to see that respawn timer. They will smoke out here. Shot forward. He'll find Chokan, but he does have a 4-stat step away. The rain already gone. Akashi up front, pretty far forward. Focus fire down. That is a lot of damage from off. As Akashi buys lonesome, and Spear does cut off that punish onto the Wind Ranger. They're not able to fully connect. We do manage to find some good courier kills. We'll find hot anyway with the Stormhammer.
Statues are fortified.
And the Fortify does kick in.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Basic Dispel does ruin Wind Ranger. Opening up. Open fall apart. Fish stuck in the middle of the only man left. Can he even find Jokam? Yeah, they will. Chu-Wen. That Bloodstone. Oh, they melt the Weaver. Does have buyback. Buyback's already forced out here from the side of YG. WS just cutting him away from the siege. Stormhammer again from Akashi. Is gonna be fine. One hit to save. And Young PH once more. Chu-Wen does have Bloodstone back off. So Ha does get fingered away.
Radiant's bottom
Akashi's just fine in the back. 5 stacks up for Jokam.
bottom barracks is falling.
Let's go for the left side talents.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
does have a lot of HP.
Radiant's
Bot
bottom
racks
barracks
faults,
is
mid left.
falling.
And YG running out of options. They're trying to isolate with that hook shot for WS set to fall. We'll find that. And one doesn't need to sacrifice. Still a Kish. Not gonna be able to find anyone. Doesn't get the time lapse off. No buyback for the Weaver. And that's the GG call. Talon, we managed to come out on top.
Radiant's middle barracks is falling.
And the side of YG will have to look into that lower bracket for their journey here in the PGL Wallachia qualifier.